Hi everyone, Eric here with a review on the little Spacebug nano stunt quadcopter. I'll do an unboxing and then I'll go ahead and show you a flight review outside. If you guys do have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. And if you would like to pick one of these up, I included a link in the description down below. So there's the quadcopter. It comes with 4 extra blades and this does charge through USB. So any powered USB port, you just plug this in. The battery is not replaceable, so this is just going to be a one-time flight and then you have to charge it. The charger is back here, and then to charge it, there's a little bump on top. That's going to be the top part, and then you plug it in right back there like that. And then let's go ahead and turn it on. So this is a 2.4 gigahertz, so you are going to be able to fly this thing outside. And then when you give it throttle, what's interesting about this one is you can see those little red lights light up whenever there's power going to the motors. This also has a 6-axis gyro, so it's going to be pretty stable, and it can do flips. You have your flip button, you have your different speeds, you have headless mode. So let's take this thing outside and see how it flies.
This nano stunt quadcopter can fly at speeds up to 18 miles per hour, which is impressive for something so small, and it doesn't hesitate when you give it throttle. If you've never flown a quadcopter before, it's not going to be the easiest to learn on because of its twitchy handling. This nano quad has a ton of power on a very lightweight frame. Flying this quad is like driving a Formula F1 car. It is very exciting to fly, but it can be very easy to lose control if you're not careful. I'm not saying it's unstable, it actually handles really well outside, and the 6-axis gyro does a good job at keeping it level. I recommend flying on slow and medium settings. In fast mode, this thing is crazy and has the fastest spin I've ever seen on a quadcopter.
Okay, now I'm going to show you the controller. So when you turn it on, just make sure that you initialize it on a flat and level surface. So turn on your quad, turn on your controller, and then bring the throttle all the way up, all the way down. You're going to hear that beep, and it's ready to go. And the lights on this one are different than a lot of other quads. This one kind of has a cool color scheme. It has the red and the green, and then it also has 2 white LEDs in the front, and then the 4 lights on the bottom that light up. So it's a pretty colorful quadcopter. Looks really neat when you give it a lot of yaw. And then over here you have your normal trim. So you have your side to side, forward and reverse trim, and then your right stick is going to be the normal forward, reverse, side to side. Over here you have your flip. So you press that button, and then you're going to flip in the direction you want to go, and then it's going to stop beeping. Over here, this is where you can change the speed setting. You do have 3 speeds on this one. You have a slow, medium, and a fast. And fast mode is extremely fast. It's almost a little bit too fast for me. The quadcopter feels a little bit twitchy, but in slow and medium speed, it does handle itself a little bit better. It is still more touchy than, like, let's say, like a Cyma X12. And then to activate headless mode, you have this key right here. You're going to press that, and if you do have headless mode set up correctly, what that's going to do is if you go forward, it's going to go forward. If you press reverse, it's going to go in reverse, and that doesn't matter what direction it's flying in. So let's say it's pointing off to the side like that. If you press back, it's going to come back towards you in headless mode. You have your one-touch return, so if you press that and you're flying, it's basically going to fly back in your general direction, not necessarily back directly at you. And then you have your acceleration trim, which I don't really think does anything because you don't really need to trim your throttle. And to make sure that your headless mode is set up correctly, you don't want to be going in rotating your body around when you're flying the quadcopter. You want to stay in one position, or else the headless mode is not going to work correctly. So when you first turn it on, just remember, put it right in front of the control. And then you want to keep this orientation to the quadcopter, and then your headless mode is going to work properly. So to give you an example of that, I'll go ahead and put it in headless mode. And then let's go ahead and, so right now it's to the side. And if I press forward, instead of going this way, it should go that way. So let's see. And then if I want it to come back towards me, I'm going to press back, and it's flying back towards me instead of in reverse. All right, and that's my review on the little Spacebug flying ladybug. If you guys do have any questions, please just leave them in the comments down below. And if you found the video helpful, I always appreciate those thumbs up. And make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my future reviews. Thanks so much for watching.